It's incredible how often we adopt fitness advice as truth just because it's been repeated so many times. Yet when it comes to cardio, the truth is easily clouded by myth after myth. These cardio misconceptions can hold you back from making real progress toward fat loss and better fitness. Ever heard someone swear that walking won't improve your health, or that sweating a ton means you're burning more fat? Well, it's time to shine a light on these so-called truths and separate the science from the fantasy. You'll look at cardio in a completely different way after what's coming up. But here's the kicker. These facts aren't just wrong, they're sabotaging your results. Maybe you're spending hours on a treadmill, drenched in sweat, or obsessing over your fitness tracker data, thinking you're making progress, yet that scale barely budges. It can be frustrating, and honestly, a little demotivating. The good news, using real tests, cutting-edge data, and expert insights, you're about to discover what truly works for burning calories, improving your VO2 max, and building long-term, sustainable fitness. Imagine this. What if you could achieve your goals faster without wasting time on workouts based on myths? Whether you're aiming for better fat burn, improved heart health, or mastering the best cardio practices for your lifestyle, these 10 myths are about to be shattered completely. So buckle up, because once we dive in, you might start questioning everything you thought you knew about cardio. And trust me, we're just getting started. How many times have you heard someone shrug off walking as a workout? It's too easy. It won't do anything for your fitness, they say. But here's the truth. Walking might just be one of the most underrated forms of exercise. To test this, imagine someone who barely moves all day. Let's say they average a measly 3,000 steps daily. Now, picture them committing to just 30 minutes of brisk walking for 2 weeks straight. Results a noticeable improvement in their VO2 max, better cardiovascular health, and a stronger sense of energy. Walking isn't just something, it's a gateway to transforming your fitness, even if you're starting from zero. Here's the beauty of walking. It doesn't require fancy equipment, a gym membership, or even a fitness app, though wearable devices can make things more fun. The simple act of getting on your feet and walking briskly can activate your muscles, engage your cardiovascular system, and boost fat burn over time. And here's the kicker. Even sedentary participants from our tests saw improvements in their heart health metrics, like submaximal effort. So if a short daily walk can do that much for someone who starts below average, imagine what it could do for you if you stuck with it. But isn't walking too slow to be effective? That's where many people get it wrong. The key lies in consistency and progression. Walking at a brisk pace, think a bit faster than your usual stroll at the mall, can have a ripple effect across your health over time. It's not about burning 1,000 calories in a single workout, but how much easier it becomes to stay active daily. And who knows? You might just stumble upon bigger surprises, especially once you factor in how sweat and effort fit into the cardio myth puzzle we're about to discuss next. We've all been there, leaving the gym dripping in sweat, thinking, wow, that must have been an amazing workout. But here's a hard truth. Sweat has almost nothing to do with how much fat you're burning. Sure, sweating makes you feel like you worked harder, but science says otherwise. To test this, a participant biked at the same pace in 2 conditions: a cool gym and a hot sweat-inducing sauna-like environment. The surprising result, despite all the sweat in the warmer setting, calorie and fat burn were nearly identical. Turns out, sweat is more of a way for your body to regulate heat, not a sign of effort or fat burn. In fact, fitter individuals often sweat sooner and in greater amounts during exercise. Why? Because their bodies are better tuned to cool off quickly. This doesn't mean they're burning more calories. It just means they've trained their systems to handle intensity more effectively. If we fall into the trap of equating dripping sweat with fat loss, we risk focusing on the wrong markers of progress. Instead of looking at the puddle beneath you post-workout, pay attention to metrics like your heart rate, effort, perceived and even fat-burning zones like Zone 2, training for more accurate data. So how can you avoid letting sweat fool you? Start tracking real progress. Think about using a wearable device that calculates your heart rate and estimated calorie burn. Not perfect, but more dependable than sweat stains. Better yet, pair this with structured workouts that challenge you, whether it's a steady pace on the treadmill or a mix of sprints and recovery. Remember, it's not about how hard your workout feels, but how effective it actually is. We've all been there, leaving the gym dripping in sweat, thinking, wow, that must have been an amazing workout. But here's a hard truth. Sweat has almost nothing to do with how much fat you're burning. Sure, sweating makes you feel like you worked harder, but science says otherwise. To test this, a participant biked the same pace in two conditions: a cool gym and a hot, sweat-inducing sauna-like environment. The surprising result: despite all the sweat in the warmer setting, calorie and fat burn were nearly identical. Turns out, sweat is more of a way for your body to regulate heat, not a sign of effort or fat burn. In fact, fitter individuals often sweat sooner and in greater amounts during exercise. Why? Because their bodies are better tuned to cool off quickly. This doesn't mean they're burning more calories. It just means they've trained their systems to handle intensity more effectively. If we fall into the trap of equating dripping sweat with fat loss, we risk focusing on the wrong markers of progress. Instead of looking at the puddle beneath you post-workout, pay attention to metrics like your heart rate, effort, perceived and even fat-burning zones like Zone 2, training for more accurate data. So how can you avoid letting sweat fool you? Start tracking real progress. Think about using a wearable device that calculates your heart rate and estimated calorie burn. Not perfect, but more dependable than sweat stains. Better yet, pair this with structured workouts that challenge you, whether it's a steady pace on the treadmill or a mix of sprints and recovery. Remember, it's not about how hard your workout feels, but how effective it actually is. And speaking of tracking, how about we dig into the unsettling truth about eating back those burned calories next? You've probably seen every fitness enthusiast rocking a smartwatch, logging every step, calorie, and heart rate beat as though their life depended on it. But here's the brutal reality. These shiny wearable devices, while fun and motivational, don't always tell the full story. In our experiment, we compared one of the most popular devices, the Apple Watch, with a gold standard metabolic monitor in a lab. The wearable came in at an average accuracy of 79%, which might sound decent until you realize how scattered its estimates were. Underreporting in some workouts and overreporting in others. To put it simply, wearables are better at trends than truth. They can give you a ballpark idea of your calorie burn, but if you're relying on them to track every single calorie with precision, you might be sabotaging your progress. Imagine this: your watch says you burned 600 calories in a session, so you reward yourself with an equally sized meal. However, according to the lab data, your actual burn might have been closer to 450. That discrepancy may not seem huge in one day, but over weeks and months, it adds up to stalled weight loss, or worse, unintended weight gain. So how can you use these devices to your advantage? Treat them like a guide, not gospel. Use them to track general patterns, like if your steps or effort level are increasing week over week. Pair their data with other indicators of progress. How you feel, changes in your fitness levels, or even improvements in your VO2 max. And if you're obsessed with hitting 10,000 steps every day, well, you might be chasing a number that wasn't based on science in the first place. 10,000 steps a day. It's the gold standard of modern health, right? Well, not exactly. Here's the surprising origin. This whole obsession started in the 1960s with a Japanese pedometer called the Manpo Kai, which literally translates to 10,000 steps meter. The marketing team simply thought 10,000 steps sounded catchy, not scientific. Decades later, it's become a fitness mantra, even though research now tells us that the magic number to see health benefits actually starts lower, around 7,000 steps per day. In short, good health doesn't come in rounded, overhyped numbers. This news is a huge relief for anyone struggling to hit 5 figures of daily steps. If crunching through 10,000 every day has ever felt overwhelming or unrealistic, know this: most of the significant gains, like lower risk of cardiovascular disease, better conditioning, and improved overall fitness, happen well before you even see that 10,000th step. The key isn't trying to walk endlessly, it's making consistent activity a part of your day. Whether you're hitting the grocery store, walking the dog, or just pacing during phone calls, those steps stack up in meaningful ways. But here's where it gets fascinating. In a recent experiment, interval walking, where participants alternated between brisk walking and slow recovery, completely outperformed those who simply walked 8,000 steps a day, regardless of the total number of steps. So, it's not just about how far you walk, but how you walk that really matters. Imagine shaving time off your daily routine and still improving your cardiovascular health. It's a win-win. And speaking of effective ways to walk, ever heard of Zone 2 training? If you've ever heard someone rave about the so-called fat-burning zone, they're likely talking about Zone 2 training. It's become a fitness buzzword, and for good reason. In Zone 2, your body works at about 60 to 70% of your maximum heart rate, which optimizes fat usage as fuel. But here's the kicker. While Zone 2 is amazing for cardiovascular endurance and health, it doesn't automatically mean you'll lose more body fat. In a recent test, participants burned more fat as a percentage during Zone 2 cardio. But when total calories burned were tallied, the higher intensity run actually came out on top for overall calorie expenditure. Think of it like this. Zone 2 is the slow and steady tortoise, while high-intensity cardio is the fast and furious hare. Each has its strengths, but neither is a magic bullet. Zone 2 is fantastic for training your body to recover faster and conditioning your muscles to burn fuel more efficiently. Plus, it's less taxing on your body, meaning you can stick with it for longer without hitting a wall of exhaustion. Many seasoned endurance athletes swear by it. And for someone just starting out, a brisk incline walk in Zone 2 can be a game changer. But here's the twist. While Zone 2 maximizes fat oxidation in real time, fat loss isn't just about what happens during the workout. Your body balances energy usage throughout the day. If you burn more fat in your workout, it might rely more on carbs later, and vice versa. So, finding your balance between intense calorie-burning sessions and sustainable Zone 2 training could be the sweet spot. And speaking of balance, let's tackle cardio's greatest rival next. What's better for fat loss, walking or running? It's easy to assume that running is inherently better than walking when it comes to burning calories. After all, running feels harder, gets your heart pumping, and leaves you gasping for breath. But here's the surprise. When you compare the total calories burned by walking a brisk mile versus running the same distance, the difference isn't as dramatic as you'd think. In fact, participants in one test burned nearly the same amount of calories, walking briskly at 3.2 miles per hour as they did running at 4.6 miles per hour. Turns out, how much you burn depends on factors like speed, stride, and effort level, not just whether you're walking or running. For many people, walking is the unsung hero of fitness. Unlike running, it's low impact, making it more accessible to those with joint issues or less conditioning. A brisk 30-minute walk can rack up some serious calorie burn, especially if you're keeping a steady pace. Picture this, walking 10 blocks to grab coffee instead of driving or stacking short walks throughout your day. Over time, these small efforts can match or even surpass the calories from a single run. You just need to stay consistent. And hey, if running feels intimidating, walking is an amazing place to start. That said, running does have its advantages for those looking to fast-track their calorie burns. While walking is an endurance game, running ramps up intensity, delivering a calorie boost in a shorter amount of time. Plus, it comes with an afterburn effect epoch, where your body keeps burning calories even after your run ends. But whether you prefer walking or running, the key isn't so much the activity itself. It's sticking to what works for your lifestyle and goals. Now, what if you barely have 20 minutes a day to spare? Have you ever felt defeated by the idea that cardio must eat up hours of your already packed day? Well, here's some good news. Quality beats quantity when it comes to cardio. In a groundbreaking test, researchers compared to groups, one doing 40-minute sessions of steady cycling and another squeezing in just 30-second high-intensity bursts called exercise snacks 3 times a day. The result? Those quick stair-sprinting bursts not only matched the results of longer cardio, but even improved VO2 max levels by 7% in just 6 weeks, all in just 90 seconds a day. Mind-blowing, right? The secret lies in intentionally spiking your heart rate. Think about it. Sprinting up a flight of stairs, doing a round of burpees, or cranking up the resistance on a bike for a minute or two. These short, high-effort intervals force your body to adapt quickly, building cardiovascular capacity in ways that long, steady sessions simply can't match. And the best part? Exercise snacks don't require a gym or any fancy equipment. Got stairs at home or the office. Boom, you've got yourself a workout spot. No time for a mid-morning run? 3 short bursts take less than 5 minutes. Of course, longer steady-state cardio still has its place, offering broader health benefits and mental clarity that quick bursts can't replicate. But if you're short on time, or just looking for an effective way to maximize impact, these exercise snacks are an exciting alternative. Plus, they're perfect for breaking up long hours of sitting at a desk. Now, while quick hacks are great, some people still believe cardio alone can melt off fat. That brings us to one of the biggest myths about losing weight. If you've been told that cardio is the ultimate weapon for fat loss, it's time for a reality check. While cardio burns calories and builds endurance, relying on it alone is like bringing a knife to a gunfight. You're missing a major opportunity to optimize results. Why? Because when cardio is done in excess, your body doesn't just burn fat. It also starts tapping into your hard-earned muscle as an energy source. This is where strength training becomes a game changer. By including resistance exercises, you give your body a reason to hold on to muscle, ensuring that most of the weight you lose comes from fat, not lean mass. Imagine two people with identical calorie deficits. One focuses solely on cardio, while the other incorporates strength training. After a few months, the cardio-only person might lose weight quicker initially. But here's the catch. Much of that loss includes muscle. On the flip side, the person lifting weights maintains muscle, creating a more defined athletic look. Even their metabolism benefits. Muscle burns more calories at rest than fat, meaning the stronger you get, the easier it becomes to lose fat, even on your days off. This balance is key to achieving sustainable fat loss. Cardio complements strength training beautifully. It strengthens your heart, boosts calorie burn, and improves recovery between weightlifting sessions. You don't have to choose one over the other. It's all about finding the right mix. Think about it like building a house. Cardio burns the unwanted layers, while strength training strengthens the foundation. But what about the fear that too much cardio could still harm your muscles? There's a common fear floating around in the fitness world. If I do too much cardio, I'll lose all my muscle. While it's true that excessive cardio might lead to muscle breakdown in extreme cases, it's far from guaranteed. Take a look at elite athletes. Think NFL players or sprinters. They combine high amounts of cardio with explosive strength training, and the result? Incredible physiques with massive muscle mass. The secret lies in balance, strategically integrating cardio without overdoing it, while fueling your muscles with proper nutrition. After all, your body mirrors how you train it. When cardio becomes excessive and isn't paired with enough resistance training or adequate protein, that's when you're at risk of muscle catabolism. For instance, someone doing daily hour-long runs without lifting weights or eating enough to compensate for the calorie burn is more likely to experience muscle loss. But if you're doing cardio in moderation, say a mix of HIIT workouts, zone 2 training, or treadmill intervals, it can complement your strength work beautifully. In fact, the synergistic combo of cardio and weights can improve recovery, heart health, and muscle endurance all at once. Still worried about your hard-earned gains? The key is to train smart. Pair your cardio sessions with proper recovery windows and nutrition rich in protein and complex carbs to fuel your muscles. Think post-workout meals like grilled chicken with quinoa or a hearty protein smoothie. You don't have to sacrifice one fitness goal for another. Cardio and muscle building can go hand in hand. But what about maximizing your overall fitness journey? Wait until you hear the powerful results of combining all these principles. It ties everything together. So, what happens when real people put these theories to the test? The experiments revealed some pretty remarkable insights. Take walking, for example. After just 2 weeks of brisk daily walks, participants saw noticeable improvements not only in their VO2 max, but also in their overall energy levels and cardiovascular health. These were people who started sedentary, barely moving at all. And yet, by making consistent small changes, they built a foundation of fitness that could pave the way for more progress. Isn't it wild what a simple habit like walking can accomplish for your body? But the story didn't stop there. Sweat, calorie tracking, zone 2 training, high-intensity bursts, all these were analyzed through the lens of both science and real-world application. The most powerful takeaway we saw across every test was this: consistency beats perfection every time. Whether it was switching to more effective cardio sessions or pairing them with strength training, the participants who stuck to a plan, even if it wasn't perfect, saw long-term benefits. No extreme diets, no punishing hours in the gym, just solid, sustainable changes. Here's the best part. These experiments reinforced one simple truth: there's no one-size-fits-all approach to fitness. Whether you're walking, sprinting, or mixing things up in the weight room, Every effort brings value when done consistently. The key is finding what works for you and making it a routine. And just imagine how far you could take your results with proven strategies based on science, not myths. Now that you know the truth about cardio myths, the real question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you ready to stop wasting time on ineffective workouts and focus on sustainable science-backed fitness strategies? Whether it's incorporating short bursts of high-intensity training, walking those 7,000 steps, or pairing your cardio with strength training, the possibilities for transformation are endless. The choice isn't about the perfect plan, it's about committing to the plan that works for you and sticking with it. So, here's your challenge. Take one lesson from this video and apply it to your routine today. Maybe that means ditching the sweat means success mindset, or starting with brisk walks and scaling up. Are you willing to trust the process, give yourself time, and break free from myths that have held you back? Because the only thing standing between you and your progress is action. Fitness isn't just a short-term goal, it's about building a lifestyle that empowers you. So, what small step can you take today to move closer to your goals? If you're ready to take control of your fitness journey, don't stop here. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join our community for more evidence-based advice that's built to transform how you approach fitness. We're just getting started, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Let's make your progress unstoppable.